finally at the hotel. I'm kind of like nervous to see Jeffrey, and I'm whispering because I don't want like people to hear me. But yeah, it's kind of pretty outside, and it's actually really cold. So I'm glad I brought warm clothes because I brought like a sweater and stuff. It's really pretty in Missouri though. I like it. Oh wait, probably has better lighting. But yeah, we're gonna go pick him up around 6. So I'll make a video then.
Anywho, me and Bae going out to eat. So excited. Stop. So excited. He's so cute. Look at him. Look at my babies. I love you. Hey YouTube, it's me, Elizabeth Lauren, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is all about my trip to Missouri to see my hubby, and yeah, so I'm really excited. So, the reason we didn't go to Missouri on Columbus weekend, if you watched my life update video, or my last life update video, we didn't go because someone was caught drinking while underage, and basically Jeffrey wanted to spend the night with us, and he wasn't allowed to have town pass, or he wasn't allowed to stay the night. He was allowed to have town pass, but not stay the night with us, so we didn't go. And it sucked because Columbus weekend was a 3-day weekend, so yeah. And for a while it looked like we weren't going to get to go because they took the visitor sheet off of the little area where you could sign up and, you know, get your pass. But by last Tuesday we found out that Jeffrey could go and stay the night with us, so we were like, yeah, we're going. So we left on October 14th. I stayed with his family on the 13th because we were getting up so early, so I just hung out with Jeffrey's fam. And then October 14th, which is a Friday, we headed on the road at like 7 in the morning. It is a 8-hour drive from where we live to Missouri, but it took about 9 hours for us because we did stop a lot, but it was really fun. I read the whole time and saw like the pretty trees because all the trees are changing colors and it's just so pretty. So we were excited, and we got to St. Roberts, which I believe is the town right by Fort Leonard Wood, at about 4ish. So we went to the hotel. I got dressed because I was wearing sweats and I was looking a little ratchet, so I kind of like got myself a little cute. And we just waited basically until Jeffrey said, hey, you can come pick me up, because he had final formation and all of that. So about 6ish we picked up Jeffrey. Then we ate at Cracker Barrel. Well, we went back to the hotel, drop off his stuff, then we went to Cracker Barrel because it was really close to the hotel and we just kind of wanted to swim and everything. So we ate at Cracker Barrel, came back to the hotel, we swam. It was really fun. And then on Saturday, yeah, so we swam and everything, sorry. And I would just like to add that the best time, or the best part of this trip so far, was spending the night with my husband again. Because literally, like, cuddling with him and waking up in the morning and seeing him, that was like my favorite part of this whole entire trip. Anyways, so Saturday, October 15th, we went to the cave that's on base. Well, no, actually, we went to Cracker Barrel first for breakfast, and then we went to the little cave that's on base called Miller's Cave, and it's really, really, really cool. Like, there's dark little tunnels you can crawl through. It's pitch black in some areas, and there's like a little river, and it's really, really cool. So we went there, and we just hung out, and we drove around, went to a bunch of shops, went to a fudge factory called Uranus Fudge Factory, which was really funny to me. I'm a little immature, judge me. But yeah, so we went to a bunch of little shops, and we just hung out, and then that night we ate at this restaurant called Aussie Jack's. it's like a little Australian themed restaurant in Missouri, which I find really funny because we're in the middle of Missouri and it's just like Australia in this restaurant. Like, I don't know, I just found it funny. The food, I ordered a chicken Alfredo and it wasn't really that cheesy for me, so that's kind of like a bummer, but everybody else's food looked good, so yeah. And the people there are really nice, so I mean that made up for the less, appetizing meal that I got, so yeah. And then on October 16th, which was that Sunday, we drove around because it was our last day with Jeffrey. So we drove around, we saw a river, we ate at Colton's, which is like a Texas Roadhouse but for Missouri, and it's really good, except it doesn't have the cinnamon butter. That's the only thing. But it's really, really good there. We went back to the hotel because the Cowboys game was coming on, and Jeffrey loves the Cowboys, and so does his family. So we were watching the Cowboys game, and I'm just like, pay attention to me and love me and not watch the game, love me. Like, because I didn't want to spend, like, our last couple hours watching the game. But at the same time, Jeffrey hasn't seen the Cowboys game in forever, so I Snapchatted the whole time and just let him, like, enjoy watching the game because, I mean, he hasn't seen the game in, like, forever, so, And then after that, we had to take him back at 7:45, or he had to be back at 7:45, so we dropped him off at 7, and we just waited on base while he did his GI party, which is basically where they do chores, and his chore was to clean the stairwell and everything. So we waited for him to get done with that, and then he ran back to meet us, and we hung out on base for a little while because his curfew was at 10 o'clock. So we all hung out together, and we just talked, and we just enjoyed our last few moments with Jeffrey. So yeah, like I was saying, his curfew was at 10 o'clock, so we were just basically enjoying, our last couple, or our last hour really with him. And it sucked. Like, I was trying to be happy, and I was like holding on to him the whole time, holding his hand, just like holding him because I knew like I was gonna have to say goodbye, and it sucks. We hugged for like the longest, and yeah, it wasn't, I hate that. Like, you would think by now it would get a little easier because we've said goodbye like so many times now, but no, it never gets easier. Like, literally in the car I was trying to like just stay calm and not cry, and I was talking to his family so I wouldn't like start bursting into tears. And then we got back to the hotel, and when I was in the shower I started crying because I was like, I can't hold it in anymore. So yeah. And then the very next day, which was which was October 17th, on that Monday we drove back home, and we got back to Jeffrey's grandparents' house around 4ish. One thing I forgot to mention was that on that Sunday when we were eating at Colton's, Jeffrey's grandma told Jeffrey to text his sponsor and see how long it'll be till I can live with him. And his sponsor said anytime after he graduates I can go with him to his duty station. So we were like really excited. We were like, wait, what? So yeah, basically I could literally, the day that he, like, he's gonna come back for Christmas, he graduates December 13th, hopefully comes back for Christmas, and the day he leaves to go to North Dakota, I could go with him. Like, I don't know everything that's going on. It could change, we could wait a little bit, I don't know, but all I know is I'm really excited, so I'll let y'all know more about that as like time goes on. And I'm gonna start packing my stuff probably the end of November, and yeah, I'm really excited. There was also another thing I was gonna tell you, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, another thing I was gonna tell you. When you're married to a spouse, who's in the military, like when you're married to your spouse and they're in the military, they're going to get paid double of what you would normally get paid. So Jeffrey made, like, one of his last paychecks, he made like almost $2,000 on one check just because he's married to me. And another thing is, if you sign up for longer than 6 years or longer than 4 years, if you sign up for 4 years the first time, you're an E1 automatically. But if you sign up for 6 years, you are automatically going to be an E3 rank, and that's what Jeffrey is right now. And another thing you'll need to know is that when you are going to your duty station, if you are single and you don't have anyone as your dependent, you're automatically going to be put into a dorm for about 6 months, 6-ish months. It depends really on housing, and if they have an apartment, they will put you in an apartment. Otherwise, you're going to be dorming with somebody. So just keep that in mind, because when you're married, you can have to wait for housing a little bit, because sometimes housing isn't available. Other times housing's available right away because y'all were married beforehand and you're already in the system, and just, it just really depends on where you're going to be stationed and, paperwork wise and all of that. So I just wanted to add that in, because I don't know for sure if I'm going to be leaving at the end of December or the beginning of January with Jeffrey, because I don't know what's going on. I would love to, like, honestly, if I can go with him right now, I would, but I don't know. I'm trying to stay positive, and I'm not trying to get my hopes up at the same time, because, I mean, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm leaving in December and then I have to wait till like February, you know what I mean? So I'm just staying calm, and I mean, Jeffrey thinks I will be able to because his sponsor said so, and that's what his sponsor did. His sponsor actually had his wife go with him right away, and Jeffrey's sister, Robin, her husband is in the Air Force, and she stayed in a motel, I believe, until housing was available. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited for everything, because my life is finally starting to change, and I'm finally starting to, like, almost be more of an adult. And yeah, I honestly can't wait till we get to North Dakota. Like, I know it's gonna be really cold there, and I hate the cold, but I'm just ready to have my own place and to be with my husband every day. And yeah, so I'm sorry this video was so short. I've been having issues with my camera, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, please comment down below or go on my Twitter and ask me, or even my Snapchat or Instagram, because I really want to do a Q&A video. So any questions y'all have regarding the military or my life or makeup or anything in general, just please comment down below or go on my Twitter and all of that, and I will make a video all for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye! My baby. Look at him. That's my boy.
All day, every day.
You're cute. Oh my god. Love you. Stop.